but Lebanon really coming up with the party tricks. Conti collecting a hat-trick in the process. But Azzi, of course, he was the star man. Long balls, left and right, and really just tearing them to shreds. So a big result in the end. Lebanon running out 11-0 victors. Will catch up with one of the Lebanese players in just a moment. And then, of course, we wrap things up with Greece and Samoa in the men's open division.
"30 seconds, players and referees, please take the field."
Final game of day one here at the Asia Pacific Opens Touch Cup. We stick with men's open action. Greece taking on Samoa. Scott McAllister and Tristan Mana in the commentary box here for this final game. It's a tantalising contest as well. Greece playing in their first men's open at international level in Samoa. You know, they're one of the sort of heavyweights that are always up there and abouts.
Oh, awesome. And as you see, number 8, Hotham with the ball straight away, mate. He's your man to watch. I've been lucky enough to watch him out in the Gold Coast competition over the last few weeks, and he is silky. Coming around the back on this play as we speak. Oh, there we go. Timing.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Maybe a step or two in front. And slipped out of the hands. It wasn't a clean one from Hewitson. Greece get their first touch. They're coming in for their first match of the competition. They had the bye earlier on, so first taste. They're on the big stadium. They've got the bright lights tonight. They're looking to get their campaign underway in perfect fashion. And they love to get a win in their first match in men's open at the international level.
And interesting, mate, you know, no surprises. See a few of the Greek players out there with some sleeves on at the moment, mate. It's dropping. It's just dropping around the 10 at the moment, so the players are talking about it, but I'm sure this game will heat up regardless.
The other sends it back infield from half as Aaron Rodgers brings it back out to the right edge. They've got some numbers, a floating ball over the top. It's a beautiful ball. It's a good scramble to try and get there across. They'll say the ball was down first as Samoa get on the board first.
That's beautiful. Johnny Perez, mate, and it's test the defensive policy, you know. Are they going to shut on us as he coming in? I actually love the shape of the winger. 23 there, mate. Really nice body shape and just wasn't able to make that final touch, but he was in diving position to get him, so... How do we look? Yep, the scoreline's open, mate. 2 minutes into the game. Let's go.
Yeah, Samoa, they played in round one. They had a 10-5 win over Hong Kong, China. Looking to go 2-0 going into day two. That'd be a huge momentum boost for them. Leading into day two action here in Mudgee. You know, Greece from the restart. Nice little pump show and go. Gets in behind the defensive line. It's a lovely ball. It held up. And just enough for Samoa to get across and make the touch.
Yeah, I was surprised, mate. Afamasanga went straight to man there, and the door opened. He was able to scoop on through. As we know, men's open division, man, if you're going to let them go man on and let them get into your end goal, it's going to be a long day chasing and running. So be a sign of things to come to see if that's their intentional defensive policy.
Some more players just going down in back play. We'll see if we can pick it up because he was the man that made that big touch. And they'll regain possession. Here's Samoa, play it on their 7-metre line. Looks pretty ginger. He's just out the back of the shot at the moment. Samoa now throwing the ball around. Plays down on the deck. Bit of contact. Referee's allowed to play on. Good yards coming into the last, and you can see some of the Greece players there. They're slipping. There'll be a little bit of juice starting to make its way onto the field. Nice clean pick up here from half. There was Greece players retrieving. Looked like there was a little bit of contact. Kim Skelly, our on-field referee, is going to say they were onside. The contact was made to touch and pass.
Yeah, George Komiti looks like there's a bit of speed and agility about him, man. He's out of there as the dummy half. It was nice to watch, but Greece, a little bit of contact in the touch, but nothing unreasonable. Referee Muir happy to let play continue. Here we go. So Greece come out the box. That'll be fourth, looking for a strike dump. Lots of speed and intensity. Here we go. Beautiful setup. Gets the link in the touch, though, which forces a man-on scenario, and he gets into the end goal. That's a really nice play, Scotty. At the end of a set, they've gone coast to coast, end to end. Looked a bit clunky on touch 3, but coming out of the box, they're to build a bit of momentum.
Yeah, Adam Karras there on screen showing some good speed. When it's hard to arc your body back in, you got that covering defence and trying to get that ball around the corner as well. They held their nerve there, Samoa. Good start to this one. Only one try in it so far. Samoa in possession in front. That was clunky, that was messy, there was bodies, there was legs tangled up there. And the penalty will rightfully go here to Samoa.
Yeah, it was a really nice plant there by Hewitson. So it looks like Hewitson and Hotham coming together. These two are going to try to cause a bit of damage with the repeat set. Last thing you want is to give them an opportunity here on the line.
Hotham will get himself into half. Nice contact there, just slowed them up, but pretty sharp, almost creating the opportunity regardless. It was Hewitson. Grabs that. He'll play the ball here on the 7. Back underway. Legion turns it back on the inside. Whoever plays it, they have to put the brakes on, reset. Nothing on offer for Samoa as of yet. We'll play it coming into the last outside the 7. Hotham rips. Oh, it's a wobbly old one. It took a deflection there, you would think. Repeat set signal. That hits flush. They go over for more points.
Yeah, and the winger went straight to man there, so got really nice technique, and see him turned out, but that time he just took off, so I reckon the link hole could be open. Hotham will see that. That'll come a little bit later in the game.
Yeah, they're looking dangerous here. Oh, early ball goes well and truly over the sideline. They pulled the trigger early there, Samoa. Doesn't come off for them.
Yeah, Oldfair, just a little bit too much wheat bix on that one, and chucks it out, but here we go. The defence is set nicely. Looks like they run a shoot pattern.
This will be tricky yards down the sideline here for Greece. You can see Samoa trying to put pressure on. Just 3 straight drives down the sideline. They're looking for a penalty. Not one forthcoming at the moment. Myberg into half. Hop, skip, jump. Takes him across, and that is as comfortable as you like to get the football back here for Samoa. Get the little leg up as well. Returning the ball back to the mark.
Yeah, and at the moment, I think these two teams are trying to feel each other out. Might have been an early try by Samoa, but both teams are getting into what we know as the grind at the moment, the feel out. So you're going to get a few errors, tough in the touch. Let's see what they can do. Strike dump coming up, mate.
And Rogers just crabbing across field. He'll take the touch. They look to reset. Now a little looping ball. Good hands to reach back for that one. And Rogers involved again. Has come out of the hands forward. Kemba Muir blows the penalty. And Greece, they just continue to hang on in defence. It was an early try for Samoa to get us underway, but they've done a good job just to continue to go punch for punch with Samoa at the moment.
Absolutely, mate. Well, at the NTLs, I caught up with Jason Stanton, and he said he's been doing a bit of work with Greece, so no surprises. He did a bit of work with Lebanon. They're a team that like to go direct, really physical team as well, and love an opportunity on the scoreline. So I imagine Greece are going to be pretty much the same. We saw Lebanon in the last game, mate. Lots of intensity about them. Absolutely a 40-minute team.
Off Masanga. They're burning touches here, Samoa. The players looking to get across to their box. It's clunky so far. Third touch. They'll still be able to get things back on track and have a genuine crack for more points. It's a good run, but back to the mark they go. The sting gets taken out. Marissa plays it. He'll get the football back. He's got Alfio on his outside. They head in that direction now. Beautiful little short ball. And Darren Alfio goes right under the sticks there for try number 2.
Yeah, there we go, and it's that 32 pattern again because the middles lift up really high and then get dragged across for the dump. It forces a shutdown scenario. There you go, so 4 on 3, and Link unable just to make that touch, so really nice play.
They kept calm heads in the end, wasn't it? Their first 3 touches weren't the greatest, let's be honest, but they were in the right position on the field to reset. They went again. Margin extended now as Greece look pretty flat here from the restart. Through the hands they go, back on the inside. And that was a pretty much similar response straight away from the tap-off from Greece there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a really nice start, mate. They just set up their shoot defensive pattern, 3 inside the 10. So nice start. They've earned the right to go direct. No subs coming. They're going to bang on down there. Let's see what Hotham and Hewitson can put together.
And how good is this to see? Because in the previous set, they did look for changes and it was clunky on the first 3. They've only just made the 1 change now and they've got the 6 attacking players on the field looking for phase. No half in place. They might close down the set. They'll have one final play. Little Goosey, it's worth a shot. It will flick in. Oh, it's come off hands there of Greece. I think we're going to say there's a penalty first. Kim Skelly just confirming. A little bit clunky there. Greece, nervous moment.
Yeah, I'm interested. It looks like quite a young fella out here on the wing for Greece. Did a really nice job on staying out there, you know. Sometimes a bit of ball around you, you want to charge on him, but in that wing position, vitally important. So I quite enjoyed watching him defend in that set. And here we go. Yeah, ball's been turned. Going to be a penalty to Greece. Here we go.
So 3 referees in this one. We've got young Alec Clark on field. This is a milestone game for him. We'll confirm how many international games he has refereed at. But they made a nice little tunnel for the young man. He's on field at the moment. Campbell Muir and Kim Skelly, our other officials here in the final game of day 1. Massive day 1 at the Asia Pacific Open Touch Cup. Big day 2 on the cards as well. As here is young referee Clark blowing the penalty. Big missed opportunity there for Samoa.
Talking about the referees, mate. So Kim Skelly's last game was his 50th. You know, but to get 50 games, like World Cups might give you 9 or 10.
Yeah.
So to be around for that, man, you've got to do a lot of years, mate, at the international level to start amassing those. You know, players, coaches, all of them. So massive congratulations to the referees out here at the moment.
Nice clean pick up. Go short side. Well held in defence. Ezra Wright. Very comfortable. And the referees have done a lot of work to get to this position as well. They had a camp here in Mudgee earlier in the year. Boot camp style one.
It was an SAS war camp, that one. Wow.
Rattled a few cages, but heard great things. They're absolute athletes, our referees. There's now Samoa in behind. They're looking for a purple and blue jersey and will find one. No touch in the corner.
Golly.
Huge touch.
Woo.
No complaints from Samoa.
No, and that was Komiti again. He's gone on through, looking likely. Yeah, beautiful wheels. Dummies. Sneaks on into the end goal. And goes really close here. Oh, there you go. Your call. Everybody watching at home, your call.
We had 2 referees in perfect position on that far sideline. They put the hands to the sky to make the touch. Not a bad set there. They take it down to the 7-metre line here, Greece. Still well and truly in this game. 2-0. And Samoa now doing the hard yards to get themselves downfield. A strong run from AFE. He's one of the try scorers for Samoa. This young man, Hewitson. Talmaveo has been outstanding. And Ezra Wright, well, he was in the right place at the right time. Try number 3 here for Samoa.
That was really nice. And in the build-up, you saw Hewitson come out, look to pass it, and Hotham was like, no, you need to drive down. Even pointed at the player, wanted him to get it on. So once again, nice composure, really nice understanding between those 2 players. And it's knowing your roles really well to get those outcomes. So really nice try.
Referee Skelly gets this back underway with Samoa in front now by 3. Flat ball out towards the right edge. Might have been able to hear some of the calls from forward from the crowd. Might have even been the Samoan box. Doesn't go their way. Nice run coming into the line. He's looking to try and spark them when he's got the ball. Adam Karras. They've got some speed and agility in defence here. Samoa. Coming into the last now. Greece. Nice clean pickup. Like they were still retrieving back to the line. Might have been some contact on the inside from an onside player. They might even bring it back for a forward pass in the lead up.
Yeah, he just wanted a horse race here on the scoop, and you've got to be a fast horse when you decide to horse race someone. So, nice defensive push. Referee's like, yeah, we've got it, boys. It's all good. Just got caught in the ruck there. So, really nice field position here for Samoa. And the 2 boys roll back out there, Hewitson and Hotham. Yeah, nice extra pass. He's able to get the ball away.
Now, Nathan looks at options. Happy to play calm at the moment. Staples sends it back inside. Looking for a little wrap around here with Hotham. Takes them on, uses his speed, and gets past the Greece defence. Try number 4. It was a little bit too easy, this one.
Yeah, beautiful. Just steps back off the Rooster play, or the 33 PL as you like. And because we know defences these days aren't cornering as much, they try to man up a wee bit to stop the 4-on-3 plays, and he's able to just find his man one-on-one footwork. And like I say, moves are designed for those players that have X factor to find their moment. So puts a bit of structure around everybody else, and it was a really nice moment. So Greece ball in hand. Here we go. Let's see if they can get down to the line and what they're going to do with this tap-off opportunity.
He's thrown it around from sideline to sideline in the first couple of touches. To bring it back through the middle. Ball hits the deck. They've just gone into their shell over the last 5 or so minutes, haven't they, Greece? They started strong. Mistakes now starting to creep in for them.
Yeah, and the opportunity they missed there was Samoa actually took the touch and rolled off. They didn't put any shoot defensive pressure on. So all you want to do is go straight up the field on that. Looks like referees have found a sideline. So player's foot touched the side.
Yeah, it might have been sideline, just waiting to see if there was too many on the field. Campbell Muir, who you can see talking to the players. I think it might be right, T. Foot on the sideline. Yep. Campbell Muir puts his hand to the sky.
And same thing, when players come to dump the ball on the sideline, it actually makes the dummy half have to turn towards the sideline to pick it up, and he's not facing his runners, so it gives the defenders an extra second as well to get up. So we always try to be maybe a couple of metres off the sideline, keep it nice and clean, and then the half is always heading towards the centre of the field when he's popping the ball. So a couple of benefits from keeping away from the sideline when you're out there.
Yeah, you can see our referee back on field, Alec Clark, got confirmation this is his 50th international game.
Awesome.
In this fixture here between Samoa and Greece. Amazing achievement. Young man.
He is.
He's still got plenty left in the tank, don't worry about that. He's rising towards the top end of the ranking scales for the referees. Very good young referee.
Oh, boom.
Wow.
There you go. Hey. When you can pass like that, Scotty? Whoop. Gnarly.
The crowd would have told you the story here. Look at this. In behind. He didn't have any feet planted. It didn't look like either. Just hovering through the air, using all his power through his shoulders to get that one out. That is a great try there from Samoa. They're really starting to click into gear now.
Yeah, and it was nice to see the winger just hold space, knowing that the inside player's got the ability to find him with the ball as well. Alrighty, Greece, mate, up the try line. Let's see what they can do. Sweeper going around the back.
Yeah, just need to get some players in motion. Nice ball. There's some space out here. Takes a deflection, and luckily it did. Greece would have been going over for their first points. Chewis out here in the 3. See him on the bottom of the screen. Had a chat with some of the boys from Greece leading into this game. Chewis, he said. It's Chewis, like the steam train. He's going to be firing up all engines out here on field 1. He's looking for a big game tonight. Greece will get sent back to the 7. This is a good opportunity for them here. Clock winding down. They still get a few more touches of the footy. A repeat set after an opportunity almost came up with points for them. Nice footwork here. And this will be a penalty. Samoa going to back their defence here. They've had repeat sets on the line. We probably need to be conscious of how many penalties have been giving away. The last one was a repeat from the touch. And they've given the penalty away there. You don't want to be defending your line too much. It was a bit of a wobbly old ball. Did a great job, Adam Karras, to pull that one in and hold on to possession here for Greece. Karras is looking to sweep again. Show it to him. Little short ball and a great defensive read. Outside in, Johnny Perez saves another try for his team. The intensity starting to lift here. They know, both teams know this is a big set. Beautiful early ball, and there he is. Chewis firing up to get that one down, and Greece get themselves into this game.
They just keep coming back this side, mate, making the winger come in, making him go out, making him go in. Really nice change in the point of threat, and that time the winger just got caught misreading. What was interesting was far side winger was dropping back into the in goal and then walking up from the in goal to catch on the line. And they were sort of the things referees were working on quite hard over the last few years. So I'm sure they'll have a little wee chat, see that one again. I'm not sure if you'll be able to do that moving forward. Yeah, nice try by Greece.
4-1. They want a defensive stop here. in this set. They want to go try for try, and they won't be able to do it. I don't know if there's many defenders that would have been able to stop that. Keanu, Matafio, sharp.
Mate, that slide dive, like that is only touch football. Like, show me another sport where you do that. When you see people doing that, it's such a specific skill for try scoring in our game. I love it. Like, really nice, the ability just to shoot the arm out. So now that Greece know that their, account is open, mate, here we go. A little bit of confidence about them playing a bit more direct off their tap off.
Switching play there, a bit flat though at the moment. The sweep comes around, early release. They go the big bomb this time, holds up in the breeze and over the sideline. Chachuas goes. So into the last 60 seconds here. Samoa, have they got it in the legs to get themselves down the other end of the field? They'd love another one right before the break. That will really see them come into the second 20 and complete the ascendancy here in this final game of day one. It'll be clunky down the sideline. They'll redirect it now through the middle. Masunga gets it down cleanly, runs through the line. A little bit of contact there. Early ball and lost over the line. And Campbell Muir signals the ball down. That is taken cleanly. And Sebastian Fuyava scores there for Samoa.
Mate, it was a really nice strike dump, hey? It looked a bit clunky on 4. They were to wiggle his way down there. And, those role players with their strike dumps, they have to do that work. The ability to kick out, get in beside. Just unlucky with the finish. Couple of seconds, big scoop. Let's go, bud.
Ball hits the deck. Samoa, they're just going about their business. As we mentioned, they had a win in round 1. They're looking to finish off on day 2. They've started this first half pretty impressive.
Yeah, mate, I look at the last game with Lebanon and Samoa at the moment. I'm really looking forward to seeing these two teams come together. I think, there's a couple of, games we're looking forward to throughout the tournament, but that one there's going to be a banger, especially with the way they're playing at the moment. I'm sure Greece, though, man, now that they know that it's open, they'll have a wee chat. They may be able to stop some of those tries, Scotty.
Let's see a look at the highlights, and plenty of them here in the first half. Samoa all in control here in this game. Halftime break, it's Samoa leading 5-1 over Greece.
The Hotham.
Game not too far from it getting back underway here on day 1 of the Asia Pacific Opens Touch Cup. It's been a massive day here. Day 1, we had the opening ceremony earlier on today. Great representation, all the teams going across the field, flags of waving. And as soon as that action got underway, it's been red hot out here on the main stadium in Mudgee.
It was gnarly, mate. And what I love again, mate, the one thing you can rely on is the supporters in the stand. But the noisiest supporters, just like the Asia Pacific youth, mate, last year, it's the Lebanese crowd, eh?
Oh,
they get in, they love it. Even the young kids are running around wearing the playing uniform. How did you get a playing uniform, buddy? Hey, and he's one of the most vocal. He was agreeing and disagreeing with some of the decisions out there, and they're just having a really good time, So heaps and heaps of fun.
Yeah, Samoa, they're doing a great job in this game. They're building. They didn't have a men's open team at the 2024 World Cup, so great to see them back in the men's open division now. And like we've made mention a couple of times, teams are starting to build. This is a massive stepping stone as teams start to build for the 2028 World Cup in New Zealand. And Greece, geez, we hope that they can all stay together as well. Another country that might be able to represent in New Zealand in a couple of years' time. Great to see so many more developing nations starting to get teams together.
Yeah, mate, I went for a walk through the all of the the tents down through the village earlier on, and everyone that I spoke to all the nations, and all of them, this is absolutely a building point. What was nice to hear, talking to some of them, we've had a mixed team, but now we've got a boys and girls. We've had a boys and girls, now we've got a mixed. And then Sri Lanka, we're here for the first time.
Yeah.
You put all that together. Some of the countries have come back. We haven't seen them for a while. Tonga, they had a team at the 2024 World Cup, but it had been 15 years before. I think maybe 1999 was their last time. So it shows there is growth around the world. Everyone's a little bit excited at the moment, Scotty. And I think when you're bringing it back to this, this area, the Trans-Tasman area, touch footy, 2015, we were here with the Australian World Cup, and now it's back in New Zealand 2028. It's going to be on. All the Pacific nations will be here. So these Atlanta Cups and these Asia-Pacific tournaments are really important, mate, to that growth internationally.
Absolutely. For these two teams, they'll be back in action tomorrow. Greece, they take on one of the heavyweights, New Zealand, 9 a.m. first game of the day 2 action. Bit rough. Last game on day 1, first game on day 2. Boys better get a quick feed and straight into bed tonight. And for Samoa, like you made mention before, their first game v Lebanon, 9:50 a.m. and is going to be one to watch.
Cannot wait. That'll set the tone for the tournament for those two teams. They're looking at bronze medals, maybe, silvers if they can cause a bit of trouble somewhere. Who knows? But I just think, that's a really important match for this men's open division.
Yeah, 2 pools of 5 across the men's open. We've got Trans-Tasman matches on Saturday, on Anzac Day. It's going to be an amazing day on Saturday. Huge day tomorrow, though. Like I said, action kicks off from 9 o'clock. We go right through to the late hours of the evening. So take a sickie tomorrow. If you're working, you don't need to be there. And get this on and watch some great international touch footy right here from Mudgee. If you can't be with us, that's your next best option. Checking out all the coverage on Bar TV Sports if you're viewing from Australia, and the Federation of International Touch on their YouTube page for everybody else tuning in across the world. Send some messages through. We'd love to hear where people are tuning in for. And jump on Fit's social pages. Let us know if you're enjoying the action and who you're supporting across this weekend. Greece get the first touch of the footy. We saw them come up with points towards the back end of the first half. They'd like to reverse that and get some more points on the board nice and early. The start the second, shaping it back on the inside, and they just were never there in position to be able to reel that one in. And missed assignment, and maybe a little bit of lack of communication there for Greece on their first touch.
Yeah, that's a bit of a conditioning play, and there was no way that the defenders were going to be sort of sucked in by that one. So, and there you go, jumped on the ball straight away. Look at the momentum change. And they're back down there full speed. So they've had a chat about raising the tempo, I reckon. Running lines.
Ooh, nicely picked off.
Yeah.
Matthew Saki's up in the line. Now he takes the first hit up going forward. Gets some good metres there as well. Nice couple of touches there for Saki's. Important for his team. They're flowing pretty well downfield so far. Over the halfway line they go. The changes make their way onto the park. The ball is wobbling and bobbling around. Samoa back in possession.
Yeah, nice turnover, really good field position. That's going to be one as they approach halfway, so they're definitely going to get a strike dump down the end. And just this ability to kick out and pick up metres, 2 in the touch. It's the stuff I'm enjoying, especially over the last 5 minutes at the end of the first half. 2 in the touch again.
There's Rogers, turns it back on the inside. Aofia links back out. They'll be coming into the last now. Let me cluck in to play the ball. They continue on. The ball goes behind Aaron Rogers.
And it seems to be, Scotty, like the Lynx jumping up and making those touches seems to have disappeared a little bit over the last couple of years. The Lynx want to be more active in the post-touch, so the middles are doing all that work initially, which does look like it's creating a few different options for the attackers. So interested to see that throughout the week.
Another good set here coming out of the box. They've got a bit more purpose coming around this time. Dimitri Dress gets it down cleanly. They come. And a big deflection there. The penalty will go the way of Greece as well. Would have been some players caught short from Samoa. The full set. The score remains 5-1. Now flat ball in at half. Nice little look in at the line. Touch is made.
There's a nice touch on the back. Popped off the line and got him on the back. So he was diving.
Dress gets himself back into half. Nice little stutter step. Ball over the top. And he goes over into the sideline. Up the hill. Samoa bring it back in and will get us back underway here in the early stages of the second half. Don't forget, you can check all the results as well from day one. Head to the Federation of International Touch website. Results are going up nice and quick, so you can see how your team is travelling and who you're supporting across the 3 divisions here this weekend. Samoa got nice direct running coming to the last. Early release, sharp footwork, even better touch made.
Beautiful touch.
Zephyrus in the 42 for Greece. Now, this one doesn't help. They went in the early ball. It hits the deck. And I'll get the one replacement play. You'll see him come through your screen now. These 5 players from Greece need to back up and do another defensive set here. Hotham will get himself in the half. Early release. That's a tough carry. They get in there. Greece sling the ball back.
Confident defender, isn't it? Right, how do we dig at the line? Defender's like, get out of here. I love it.
Hotham heavily involved again. As Wright sends it back infield. That's this man, Hewitson. They split. Lollipop. Beautifully taken. Good presence. You can see that there were Samoan defenders there. Took the contact. It's a 0 touch to restart this set. This is an opportunity for them to punch downfield with that extra touch from the intercept. The changes come onto the park now. A little late pop-out play. Beautiful, clean platform. Just lost the feet. And you can see these dewy conditions starting to come into effect here. Adam Karras, who's really been trying his best to spark this Greece team. He's had plenty of touches throughout this game. Oh, mistake now from Samoa. A rare one for them on the first touch. This is a big opportunity for Greece for their second try.
Defenders are walking too. A little bit of fatigue kicking in. Only 5 into the second half. Let's see.
A bit of a hop, skip and a jump from Sarkis. Look at options. Again, Sarkis holds, just gets the ball away before Samoa come up. They look short side. It's a tough ball to get backwards out of the hands. The referees are happy. They did go backwards. Will get sent back out.
Yeah, I'm interested how they get in the middles up, and then when he checks off to the link, you see in the middle just flies back underneath and tucks in. Like, it's really, really close to that fine line of the dropping rule. So let's... Nice pick.
Yeah, in one hand and good contact there, Hotham. Defending in the left middle. He's confident. And they're going to get a little leg up as well, not giving the ball back. And Adam Karras said, "Was that me, sir?" And it was agreed to very quickly. And accepted, and off we go again. Let's move it down the sideline, down the back foot here a little bit defensively, Greece. Got a bit of energy here, Samoa. A little pick up and go. And they switch back in. They go across over the top of committee. Now, loose ball. He's picking some intercepts off here in the second half. And Rogers that time was up there to take it. Nice ball movement. You've got players down on the deck. Greece just continue on. Sotopolis in the 14. Good set for them here. Over the... Oh, did he get a piece of it? His body language would tell you he did. Tom Staples just couldn't help himself. Probably needed to play it though, didn't it? It's one of those ones where it's just you feel like it may be going over the top of my head, and if it did, they had space in the 2-1 in the corner. Ball in one hand. Back to the 7 they go. Nice early look though in touch count. They'll play it outside the 7. No options at the moment. Zolopoulos into half. They skip out and top. Tough one to sling out into the corner. It's good defense again. Johnny Perez.
Beautiful defence, bro. He held nicely and just saw the sweeper come round. Yep. Easy as you like. There are those opportunities when we run those kind of plays. Sometimes you want your splitters to be a deeper shut target, but he drifts into the 7 and just gets easily caught up. If you can hold on the 7 metre line, then you get that pass away. The wingers are so good at flying in these days to clean those up.
He's been great. Come up with a good couple of plays defensively throughout this game, Perez. Will show and go. It's him on the front foot. Greece on the back foot here. A bit of contact there slows down Samoa. We'll look to steady the ship and get going forward again. Coming into the last. They've got all their numbers out on the right. A little switch. And a great diving touch. Oh, now a heavy contact. He's in everything out there at the moment, Matthew Sarkis. He'll head over for a well-deserved breather. Ball rolling around in the ruck. They continue to play on. Here he goes again. What about the carry? Adam Karras. He has been gritting the teeth throughout this game. He'll get himself into half now. Karras picks up, short side, slings it over the top. Falls right into the hands here of Samoa. Zero touch from the intercept. They're trying to create Greece. There's nothing on offer for them as of yet. Still only 4 tries separating these two teams. They've stemmed the flowing of points a little bit here in the second half. This might be dangerous, though, for them. Hotham finds the support. There was blue and purple jerseys across the park there. And Darren Aofia crosses over for more points.
And it's been really nice hard work getting the ball down under pressure. There's been a little bit of heavy contact in the touch a few times, but the boys get the ball down. And you can see the outcome is, bang, off we go, nice wee scoop play. So nice intensity from both teams. They've absolutely lifted it up at the moment. And I think a little bit of speed, a little bit of fatigue. There's definitely a few more tries to come yet, Scotty.
Margin out's 5. We're going to finish this game off strongly here, Samoa. Like we said, big game against Lebanon tomorrow morning, 9:50. That game gets underway.
Space.
Yeah, show and go, hands through. Alec Clark points to the spot.
Lukey.
Nice work there from Greece. Second try on the board.
Beautiful, and it's what we call an against the grain play. So he runs the quickie, gives it to him, shut defence come, gets caught on the inside. Nice play. Look at that. Beautiful camera work. Touch on the back of the leg. Yeah, beautiful diving try. So they're well-worked plays.
Yeah, a little highlight reel there for Luke Mayer and Soteropoulos.
I haven't seen too many quickies today, mate, as a standard play.
Yeah.
A lot of it's on the run, lots of sweepers, but, not many quickies at all.
It's great to see the different styles amongst the different countries out here across the fields in Mudgee. They get sent back here. Samoa coming into the last. Hotham puts them on skates. Good scramble defence coming from outside in. George Seferis makes another big touch.
And that was really nice transition defensive turnover by Samoa. They were set nice and early. Now they're going to pump out a shoot defensive pattern and try to keep them away from their try line.
Just getting those changes. Still making their way onto the field. They're into position now, just having to hold it up momentarily. And show and go, trying to straighten them up coming into the last. Dress played it. Little Goosey here from Myberg. Can't get away.
And give up 10. And I take that all the way back to the transition turnover. They made the ball available straight away and Greece weren't ready to play it. So they're able to set their D. So there's those little moments where you decide to lift tempo, 10 minutes into the half and off we go. Can really turn a game.
Full substitution as well here from Yanni Myberg. The frustration starting to come in. It's a good point that you make. How crucial that is for them to put the ball down. A lot of teams will be like, we'll try and slow this down as much as possible and then get their defensive back. But they get it down, get straight back, and almost encourage Greece to get going. And if they don't, they'll just have that defensive line set and they'll be ready to go. Last touch signal. As Marissa will play it. A little show and another good touch. They've made some big touches. Papatrius there making a touch for Greece.
That was a beautiful show, Scotty. Hey, the old school in and away. Yep, loved it. Ooh, good hands, young man out there.
It looks like they're just running out of a little bit of juice. Now Greece is still just over 7.5 to go. Nice clean platform. This young man has been good. He was looking for offside players. Moya Soteropoulos in the number 14. He scored the last try for them. He was looking to create a little bit of injection there on the back end. Didn't get the penalty go his way. Samoa get their changes on. Tristan Mana is counting feverishly here. Put 7 fingers into the sky. You thought they had too many players on the field there. I think they might have picked this up, have they?
Yep.
Someone's listening to the coverage down on the sideline. If Tristan Mana puts 7 fingers to the air, that is too many on the field. You will not get away with that.
Yeah, it happened. I think they just got the sub wrong. And it happens every now and again, the keenness of it. Especially the speed they're trying to play at the moment. So there you go. Samoa had great field position. But here we go. Greece are in there. Get one here, mate. They're only chasing 3.
Every little try. It's not going to be this.
Oh, he DRs it too. Here's another 4 sub.
Yeah.
I hope not.
Poor old Yanni. Things are not going his way. Kim Skelly is right on his hip, having a little look, and he goes, "Hey, mate, we've already sent you once. We'll give you a little breather this time around. Stay out here. Keep that head cool." Wasn't too much in it.
Nah.
Given the situation where we sit in this game at the moment, Samoa up by 4. A little pop out there from Hotham. We're just going through the motions here in this set. They're kicking away. Well, they're frustrating them a little bit in Greece. It's one of those ones where he made the contact by coming back at the same time. You've got to maintain your momentum moving forward. Hotham didn't think he got any contact on him. Greece confirmed with Campbell Muir. Get back underway. Just over 5 to go.
And there we go. Oh, he just drops it down the knee. These are those fatigue moments now, mate. You know, end of the day. There we go. Coming up to 7 o'clock at night. You know, it's been a big day for these guys out here in Mudgee. But let's see, 5 minutes left in the match. It's really going to be the team that can keep their composure and just play their structures well.
Fuiava sends a lovely ball back into the inside. Hewitson, Talamaveo in at half. He's been great for them as well. And number 4, and here he goes. Turns it back on the outside. They were slipping and sliding out there on their left edge, Greece. And managed to get back to their feet inside cover defence, making the touch. Anson at the moment coming into the last. There is space galore. And Sebastian Fuiava will not have any easier ones than that.
Hewitson, beautiful setup. Here we go. Nice and easy. 1 metre out from the line. We always say that the shut defenders have got to force the pass at least 2 or 3 metres out to give the wingers time to recover. If you let anybody get a metre out, you know, see you later, lights out. You can't recover. You've just got to pick your man. So beautiful play there, Samoa. Out to a 5-try lead, Scotty.
Under 5 to go. As we mentioned, Greece take on New Zealand tomorrow morning. Samoa take on Lebanon. Round 3 action. Here in the men's open. Outside the 7 this time around, Greece. Nice ball over the top. Oh, great hands. Almost threw the pass back on the inside. It looked interesting if he was able to hold on, maybe just slide in to that in goal. Half a chance.
I love the play, mate. We haven't seen a ML or a 33 pill from them all game. What a great time to run it, and the wing was open. You know, just need to execute the pass. So really nice play by Greece.
Happy to throw it around at the moment. Here's Samoa. Big match tomorrow. I want to save as much juice in the legs as possible. Hotham completely disagrees with that and goes full steam into the Greece defence. We're not putting any cues in any racks here in this one.
Well, Samoa have now mixed up their sub-rotation. So we saw for the first, 20 minutes, then 15 minutes into the half, and now they've just mixed it up. So you see a few different combinations happening now.
Aaron Rodgers will eventually tap, get us underway. Rodgers plays it. They'll look to go early here. Rodgers, ball in one hand.
Oh, got him.
And slices in. He's happy with that.
He is, mate. There we go. And just off a nice, simple quickie. Open side, splits open side and gets under. Nice play. Yep, ball gets the line for the touch on the back.
And all high fives on the sideline. Another strong performance here from Samoa. They'll start day 1, 2 wins without a loss. That's exactly where you want to be.
And that last try from Samoa is a really good example of why teams at the moment are popping their 2 middles and then post-touch trying to get their links up and in. To stop those open side quickies and all those kind of plays. Nice out
big ball, yeah, out into the corner. Oh, might have been able to turn it back on the inside. Myberg was there in support. They're still in possession, though, here, Greece. Outside the 7 coming into the last. There he is again. Beautiful flick ball back on the inside. And try time here for Greece. Entertaining one as well.
Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. So the three actually did really well pre-touch to get his hips out, made the touch, and then when he turned into chase, his link didn't come with him. Really tough to defend. Nice play by Greece.
Matthew Sakis crosses over for their third try of the game. It's a respectable scoreline, isn't it? 8-3.
Oh, absolutely.
A couple of minutes to go. They want to finish this off strong. They don't want to let in any more points. Some groans for the forward pass from the Greeks coaching box on the far side of the field. Skelly plays on. Early ball out and a silky finish in the corner. Again, no cue in the rack here for Samoa, and that might have been one of their best tries in this round 2 game.
Yeah, absolutely, and really nice to see player got a bit injured early on in the game. It is Ituati. Yep, got injured, and nice to see him back. And the ball was away before the touch, just before the touch was made on the hip, so nice work. And there we go. So Greece in no hurry. A little over a minute left in this matchup, mate. Let's see what they can pull off.
Potentially the last touch of the footy for them. Maya Soteropoulos, he's probably been their best. Definitely here in the second half. This young man with the ball, 14, gets it down. They'll come back towards him. Nice phase play. They just probably overran it. That left link punching through. Adam Karras had no option but to rip long. The ball hits the deck.
Samoa will want this. Oh, yeah, Kimmy got him off the mark. There you go. Agree. They've got too keen. They were so keen to use the last 45 seconds to get one. A little way off the mark, which here we go. Field position for Greece. 4 touches.
Kavatzalopoulos can get himself in the half early. Ball, flat ball there as well. Little short one punching through. Adam Karras again gets another touch in this game. Final 10 seconds of this round 2 men's open fixture. Myberg has all his numbers out on the left. They have to put brakes on.
Last dump. Here it is.
Get it down right before the hooter sounds in the background. Early release. Ball hits the deck. Samoa roll on 2 wins from 2 here on day 1. Exactly where they want to be.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Nice display for Samoa. I think there's a lot of consistency about the way they were playing out there. You can definitely see some patterns of play and a lot of role responsibility with those players. But Greece, it was enjoyable to watch. They asked some really good questions, like getting up defensively into the lane, mate, and challenging that ball is a really important part of defence. So I quite enjoyed watching them defensively. Yeah, here we go. Day 1. All done, mate.
It's been a big day as we see the final highlights of Samoa in the final game of day 1. Massive day 2 coming up your way. Coverage starts from at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. We've got Australia taking on Singapore in Men's Open Round 3. You'll be able to catch all the action from Bar TV Sports and the Federation of International Touch YouTube page. Jump in. It's been a big day here in Mudgee. We look forward to your company tomorrow.